Depreciation is really similar to compound interest, except that the value diminishes instead of growing. So we've got almost the same formula as for compound interest, except we have a minus sign here instead of plus. So to illustrate this with an example, I bought a computer for $2,100 and it depreciates at 20% per year. Find its value after 4 years. Now, this doesn't mean that it loses 20% of this amount the same every year. That would be sort of like simple interest, but going down. Depreciation is always done like compound interest is, and there's two ways you can do it. If it's something small, like after every 4 years, and you forget what the formula is or you don't want to use it for whatever reason, the slow but perhaps more simple way to think this through is that after 1 year, it's now worth the original value. Let's drop it 20%, which means find 80% of it. I'm just going to multiply it by 0.8 to get 80% of what it would be. At the end of the second year, we take all of that and whatever that came out as, we almost don't even really know for the sake of this experiment, and we need to multiply all of that by 0.8. Now there's no need to use brackets because we're multiplying something and we've just got two multiplication signs here, so the order isn't important. And you can see that effectively we've got 0.8 squared now. At the end of the third year, we've got all of that, however much it was worth then, 80% of that. So every time I'm multiplying by 0.8, you can see how similar this is to our other formula. Now to just plug straight into the formula to get our answer after 4 years, we would say that we need our principal, which is how much it was worth in the beginning, and then this 1 minus the rate. That's what I'm doing when I've got 0.8 here, because the rate is 20% and that's 0.2. So if I do 1 minus the rate, that gives me that 80% or that 0.8. And obviously by then I've got 0.8 to the power of 4. And you can see here I was getting that pattern to the power of 1, to the power of 2, would have been to the power of 3, and to the power of 4. Now you can jump straight to this line. There's no need to set up a pattern. But I'm just setting the pattern up here so you can sort of see that depreciation is just like compound interest, in that we could work it out one step at a time. And it makes sense that it's never going to work in that simple interest way, because this computer at the end of 1 year is only worth 80% of what it was worth before. In the second year, it goes down 80% from that, not from what it was at the beginning. So it's important that you understand the formula so that when you're applying it, you really know where it comes from. Now, of course, to find that answer, we will need a calculator. And we've got 2100 times 0.8 to the power of 4. And that gives me $860 and 16 cents. Now again, if your answer comes out, this one comes out exactly 16 cents. But if you have a long decimal here, always round it off to 2 decimal places. That way you've got dollars and cents and your answer makes sense.